Just gonna jump right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Every move kind of had to be calculated in the late game on this particular match of Pokemon Unite, but even sort of in the beginning, we actually have some moments that I guess come down to the wire, you could say. Here, as I'm gonna be playing with Squirtle right now, obviously Blastoise is our character. Been having a lot of fun with Blastoise, definitely played many matches with it, recorded some of them and everything like that. Coming down to the wire, dude, getting that Corphish farm right there at the very beginning. We actually did pull off getting those points with the water gun. So it was just that last second, I believe it was water gun, or it was just my basic attack, but I was just kind of in a flurry, really trying to stop that Charmander from getting it, and so we did. So it was very good. Excellent way to start out the battle, right, if we can get that. But anyway, there ain't no rest for the wicked, except I'm honestly not the wicked. I mean, if anything in Pokemon Unite, I love to play like support and whatnot. I really like to try to help people out as much as possible. One example of that actually is right here. It's kind of interesting because our Zeraora player was in the grass, hiding out, and we definitely wanted to try and bait them over and see if we could get that Charmander, get the Cramorant to get over just a little bit more to the left on our territory. And then, of course, we had Frogadier, and so Frogadier right now is going kind of crazy in their goal and everything. Could, very well get that Charmander kill, so it is probably worth it until, of course, that Cramorant comes. Does get the KO, and it's just before Cramorant arrives. Frogadier able to survive that very good. I do not have a lot of health right now, and of course, Cram can just kind of hit you with those whirlpools. So if you are not careful, man, having that low health. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead, hit this Corphish up right here. I do need to just really concentrate on leveling up. It's like I seem to always kind of pick these characters that really require lots of leveling, before we really can do a lot. Gardevoir is a great example of one of them, but Squirtle now with Blastoise, really, you're not gonna make too much headway. I mean, let's be real here. Probably a lot of other people that are, just so much better than me can make some leeway and stuff with Wartortle or Squirtle kind of in that early run. But I really, it's like right when I get Surf, is usually when I can do a lot better. I've been opting for Water Spout lately. I do feel that one's a little bit more surefire than, say, getting Hydro Pump. But definitely Surf, I've seen there are a lot of people that will actually not choose Surf when running Blastoise, and so sort of interesting. It's like, which move do we go with? Well, I'm still kind of experimenting. I've just been loving Surf way too much, though, so you're actually about to see, of course, a little bit later on. So I am going to get that slight stun with Skull Bash, thinking that it's going to be enough and actually let me escape with the eject, but no, sir. I actually get taken out right there by the Charmeleon. It was really just kind of that last second thing. Like, I was very close. The only advantage here is that maybe, like, hey, I'm back at the base. This is sort of a good time for me to rotate down, so we are going to go down, try to help bottom lane out with the Dreadnought, ladies and gents. And so let's see what's going to happen right here. We got Zeraora getting stuck on that wall, then trying to hide out in the grass, and just said, nah, I'm not going to do it. So probably wise, because I was definitely coming for him. Absolutely too late on getting this Crustle right now, not only with Skull Bash, but then also with Water Spout. You really got to be on top of timing that. Normally with a speedy, opponent and everything, I don't always think of the Crust as being super speedy. At that point, though, of course, was able to evade a lot of what we did, had a calculated Skull Bash there, so it's like now we're finally getting into that game where it's like, okay, this is where things should be more calculated. This is where I should really try to, I guess, strike the balance between, like, okay, you got to think about your moves, right? But you also have to act with that split-second thinking, of course, that Pokemon Unite is going to require of you. Look at this. Very inopportune time for me to die, of course, with the Dreadnought. Now, the one, I guess, little piece of slack that I can cut myself is just that, hopefully enough of their team, the Orange Squad, is not already on the Dreadnought, but is still fighting off Purple Squad right now, my homies. And so it does look like, though, Orange kind of going nuts for it, and they are going to be taking it down hardcore. We're going to try to intervene. Good effort by Greninja, of course, and myself, but look at that. Just like right at the last second, Cramorant able to actually steal that from the Orange Squad. Very good for them, man. That was definitely seeking that opportunity and then going for it. Absolutely just taking that from right under our noses, dude. Like, there was actually a lot of back and forth damage from both squads to do it. We are going to get a lot of points on their goals, so at least that's kind of a consolation prize. Still not enough, obviously, to break. Gonna obviously hit the Combi Vespiquen combo here, and so we'll try to take this out, me and Pikachu, right now, and so that's good. Get ourselves just a little bit of farm. I mean, we got Crustle and we got Blissey just kind of hanging out here, so again, we're starting to transition to that point. Now I've got Surf. I'm a little bit under-leveled. Sometimes this happens, though, when you're the top lane as opposed to the bottom lane. For instance, Pikachu right now is level 9. May have also gotten some KOs where I didn't. I got KO'd early on. I do need to make up for some lost ground, but also top lane, we don't have Audino up there, for example. Your farm is just different, and so unfortunately, not only did the Orange Squad get the Dreadnought, but they've also gotten the Rotom, and so this is just really, it wasn't looking too good for us. I'm gonna go ahead and Surf. This is what I love about Surf, man. It's especially from being kind of that defensive and support-minded character, is that I can often either save my squad mates or really just start sweeping people, pushing them as far away from that goal as I can get them, just like I demonstrated there. Taking out the trash, man. Sweep, sweep it. So anyway, let's go ahead, try to score, but of course, we're gonna get the goal break, the rest of our squad. Now, because I have 13, I am gonna go ahead and attempt this goal. Just because it's so small, we can probably get it really quickly. You see, of course, Zeraora wanted to meet us and then was like, nah, okay, he's already scored. Blissey, though, did. They get the super jump on us, of course, and then I see that I'm met with Crustle, and that's what makes this a little bit harder. You know, I was thinking, man, I've got a clean getaway. Now I don't even know what to do, dude. They expect me, of course, to be running back. I'm gonna try to Surf, and no, I cannot get it. Absolutely devastating, dude. That just absolutely sucks. And so I know I said it a little bit before, but this is actually the turning point. This is where things change. So I'm level 8, just, you know, one more KO or just something is gonna push me over the edge, and I'm gonna be level 9. Gonna be very good for me. I need it, man. And so let's get this KO on Blissey right there. So boom, that's gonna get us to evolve, of course, level 9, and we got our Unite move, so we are now stacked and ready now that I am the Chad Blastoise. Chadstoise? This on, baby. So let's go ahead. We're gonna hit this Dreadnought. I know I'm being like probably super cringe right now. It's just, this is where things change. Look at this Charizard, thinking that it can absolutely get this Seismic Slam on me. Does get it off, but look at that. I have the right item stack. I've got my Unite move perfectly timed. Surf gonna destroy. Unfortunately, Wigglytuff gonna get that KO from under my nose, and then I'm gonna take out the Charizard, and look at that right there to meet up with that Zeraora as well. And not only that, Blissey, dude, 2-for-1 combo. Of course, Pikachu gonna get those KOs, and it's okay, man, because I was just a huge factor in that. And I mean, I kind of steal a KO right there, which is Cramorant. And again, I'm sure my squad mates say that's okay, dude. It's just we were all attacking right there, so it was just kind of massive damage by everybody. I pulled off a great Water Spout. Good timing, good positioning. It was right on their goal, but it ended up being okay. So this is what I'm talking about, man. When you calculate your moves out and everything, especially in this late game, dude, Blastoise, we can totally dominate. And so this is a choice again right here. We're going to be taking on Rotom. And so the fact that I chose Surf, again, that can let me push that Rotom way into kind of our side, I would say, our territory, I like to call it, so that we can at least have a better chance of getting that Rotom. And then I screw that up. I can't believe it. I'm still doing it. I know some people are going to meet me in the comments. I know somebody was like, at least back when I was first learning Blastoise, it was like, hope you're not going to miss any of those Surfs again. Yes, I'm still missing them. I'm sorry, okay? I'm pretty much always going to make mistakes until, I don't know, maybe I'm never going to be at a time where I don't make mistakes. I mean, I'm human. But I mean, if I make like 1 or 2 mistakes a match, that's okay as long as they're not completely game-breaking. And so I don't think that that was, again, game-breaking match, you know, match-swaying type of thing, because look at this. We are going to more than make up for it. Going to try to intimidate, of course, this Crustle, who is going to run out of there like a scared hermit crab. I can actually still kind of meet them up right here. I could have ejected maybe and gotten even further into that. That might have also, though, been a premature use of that Unite move. We only say that just because I did kind of find out that, hey, there were only 2 targets in there, but look at this. Basically a team wipe except for this Cramorant, so let's go ahead, maybe try to pursue that. You know, that Crammy's got a 50. I definitely don't want that thing dropping in if I can prevent it at least, and so wow, this is getting a little bit dicey here. But again, it's like that decision, you know, I believe that that was calculated enough. You know, I was thinking on my feet, but also trying to make that calculated smart decision. And so now I've got 50 after that KO, absolutely epic, and this could not have been timed any better. Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it, dude? Right as they get the Zapdos, I was right there next to the goal. Like, that was perfect. And it definitely had a risk. So while calculated, I'd say it was a calculated risk. This does allow me, it kind of frees me up though, without the pressure of trying to score now. I can just see if I can just aid my allies right here, and we do with that Surf and a Water Spout. Can you believe it? Get that trash out of here, dude, because the opposing team gonna surrender. Our team is gonna win it. Just completely nuts. You know, that game could have gone either way if the late game wasn't so strong here. And so really, it wasn't just the last 2 minutes. It was like especially the last 3 or 4 minutes. That was what marked us really changing things up, especially evolving to Blastoise. Well, you can see I got, you know, pretty much all of my KOs at the end there. I got plenty of scores, so that was good. Really, when you see the breakdown like this, Purple Squad, Orange Squad, very much neck and neck, and we were actually behind, even if just by a few points, for most of those markers. Thank you for those commends if you ever see me on here. Why not check out another video, and I'll catch you over there, and thanks for viewing.